name is Carmen. I can help you.
Monique Debra Sheridan here. So basically I was in Woolworths about a week ago. I'm a little bit confused because I was in the doggy daycare aisle and I was just having a look through your products, and I've actually made some products myself. I've made some beef jerky, some pig's ears and some chicken liver tarts, and I popped them on the shelf with my contact details, with my account details, my mobile number, my Gmail account, and I haven't gotten any queries at all, and I'm just wondering if there's an issue with that on your end, because I popped them on the shelf next to the shampoos, I think the pet shampoos, and I'm wondering how I'm going to know if someone's bought them or not, and how I can make sure I can receive payment.
Oh, okay. So just to clarify, are you a vendor supplier for Woolworths? Is that correct?
No, I'm not technically, but I just thought I'd pop a couple of my products on the aisle, because I was very eager to start selling. To be honest, it's a new business, and yeah. So I popped some on the shelf, and they're delicious. They're all organic. They've been selling locally in the neighbourhood, and so I just popped some of them on the shelves with my BSB, but I haven't heard back yet.
Store manager, his name's Jason. And if you would like, I can give you the the contact number.
Yeah. And another question for you, Karma. What usually is the protocol with that when you're in a first time business owner and you're walking into Woolies and you want to make a sale and you want to do well for your business, so you're marketing your products as best you can, and you're competing against a lot of big leagues, so to speak. So there's a lot of people in the industry, especially with doggy care. What would be the protocol? Let's say I've only stocked about the shelves with about 10 or 15 products, but what I'm concerned about is people are not actually transferring to my account. They're just buying directly at Woolworths, and I'm a little bit concerned that the money's not going into my bank account, because that's going to be an issue.
So with your concern here, I understand. So to become a supplier for Woolworths, everything, I know there is a process where you need to apply. It's like you got to submit some kind of application form to become a supplier vendor for Woolworths. Now, if it's something that you didn't go through and you just got in and put it in a Woolworths store and you put your details in, this is something that has to be approved. This is the reason why I advise you that you need to go through the store manager. The store manager will be able to advise.
Okay. Well, what I was concerned about is that some of them, I wasn't sure if all of the treats would pass the test, because some of them have got a little bit of medicinal mushrooms in them. And look, they're definitely canine safe. I can guarantee that, because my pooch loves them, and I put all sorts of medicinal mushrooms in on a regular basis for him, and he's happy as Larry. But what I was concerned about was maybe, going through the hoops and ringers.
Anything, like, has it been sold? What's happening here?
And also because I don't want to go through the paperwork and then them turn around and say no, when I'm a new business owner and I'm just trying to get it up and running on my feet, and I'm already competing with the big leagues. So I was just hoping, I've seen how much of an improvement it's made in my pooch's life, and how much of a difference it's made to his mental health. So I just wanted to be paid for the work that I've been doing, so to speak, without having to go through the ringer.
Right, yeah. So definitely you need to speak to the store manager. Now, I'm not sure what the process is, what the store manager will advise you. I think, is Woolworths, the store manager may say, oh, okay, they're not aware, they didn't see anything on shelf, or this has been removed, but we're not accountable for that, because because you haven't come through, you're not a supplier of Woolworths.
Yeah. Because what I was concerned about is that someone's come in and they've nicked them. They've taken them free of charge. They haven't paid. They haven't paid the rightful owner of them. And there's a lot of thieves in the city, so I was worried about someone nicking it and then them benefiting from it, and me being sold short, so to speak. Because because that's terrible.
If the store manager, it would be.
It's shocking, because it takes me about 2 weeks just to make one chicken liver tart. So, I'm in the kitchen for about 10 hours, because I've got to defrost them, I've got to marinate them, I've got to put the spices in, I've got to chop them up, I've got to make sure the medicinal mushrooms is the right ratio, and then I've got to, put it in the oven and bake that for about 2 hours and take it out, then wait till it cools down and put it in the fridge, and, by the time it's done, I'm exhausted. I can barely keep up my main job, which is, volunteering.
Like, I understand where you're coming from, but again, the store manager may not know, may not be able to assist you, because something that didn't go through as you're not a supplier.
Yeah, that's why I was quite upset when it was about a week and I still hadn't got any sales, and I did start getting in my head and I was telling myself all sorts of stories and was thinking about writing a few negative reviews because I was getting quite flustered, as you can imagine, Karma. But my question to you is, do you know much about this store manager, Jason? Is he trustworthy?
So we have hundreds of stores. In regards to your inquiry, that's something for the store manager that will be able to advise you yes or no. But other than that, being responsible for your product, Woolworths would not be responsible because you're not a supplier of Woolworths. You just come in, put your products there without coming in as a supplier. Does that make sense?
I was just getting concerned that maybe Jason wouldn't tell me the truth, and maybe he would be selling them, and I wouldn't be getting the cut because Jason's making profit off it. And I was just getting, my head, my mind was just telling me all sorts of narratives about, Jason's off spending my money, or whoever the store supervisor is, they've taken my money and they've taken the products, and they're benefiting from it, because that's my worst nightmare, with all the work I put in.
Yeah. So if you would, if it's, Woolworths, we are not responsible for your products, because it's, if a customer had picked this up and went through the register, for example, and he didn't read, then we would just put it aside or we would have discarded it.
Oh, you discarded it? Oh, God. Oh, God. So you think...
Or discarded because it's not a Woolworths product.
Jesus. My cholesterol's already quite high, and that just makes me quite stressed thinking it's been discarded, because there's a lot of hours, blood, sweat and tears in those products. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call Jason right now and make sure that he hasn't thrown them out, because that'll be the end of me, with all the work I've put in.
Yeah, so again, I do apologise, but if you're not a supplier for Woolworths, then we are not responsible. Whether if it's gone missing, then we're not responsible.
There's probably a lot of poochers out there benefiting from the medicinal mushrooms.
If it's taken off the shelf, then it's taken off because it's not a Woolworths product here. So it's for you, if you are wanting us to, if you're wanting to be a supplier for Woolworths,
I am.
To go through, we are not responsible.
Yeah.
So that's
well, what I'll do is. In the meantime, because I'm not very good with all the paperwork, what I'll do is, in the meantime, I'll call up Jason, I'll book an appointment to come into the store with the products on hand and with a list of recipes of what I put in it, and then I could talk to one of the store managers, either Jason or whether it be someone else, and talk them through how I make them and what the process is and what I put in them and the ratio and everything, and then we can go from there about being on board, both of us, with popping my products in the shelf, because the paperwork thing goes over my head. But if I can talk to Jason and see him one-on-one, then hopefully by there I can reassure him that they're safe, and that my pooch John has been very, very happy and eating them every day for the last 2 years, and his back leg is no longer having issues, which is great, because he had a stiff back leg, and his skin condition is cleared up. So there's a lot of good things to come from it. His teeth aren't rotting anymore. So I'll explain this all to Jason though, Karma, and then I'll bring my products and we'll go from there. Yeah.
So
very exciting.
Likely, because it's above the
very
store,
exciting.
if this is what you are wanting to do, as in going through the store manager, most likely still to become a supplier for Woolworths, the store manager will still advise you the same thing. He most probably will just advise you to go through our Woolworths switchboard.
Yeah. Well, I can also bring my PC to Woolworths on a laptop and my mouse, and I can even go through the paperwork with Jason there, because I struggle with technology. I'm not born in the era of technology, so it's not my forte. So if I bring my computer there, then maybe I can go through the paperwork with him. That'd be good. Just to get it fast tracked, because I'm really needing the money, Karma. It's been a lot of investment on my end. I sold my house recently, and I've cut funds, the budget's been pulled back quite a bit, and I've been putting all my savings, all my money into this doggy treats business. So it's really that or the highway. So I'll bring my PC in, and maybe I can go through the paperwork with Jason there. That'd be good.
Also, would you also like the Woolworths switchboard contact number in regards to becoming a supplier? They'll be able to assist you of who you'll need, they'll direct you of what you need to do also.
Yeah. Have you got a pooch yourself?
Okay. Yeah. Sorry?
Have you got a pooch yourself?
I don't, sorry, no.
Oh,
But yeah,
they're balls of joy. They're balls of joy. I tell you what, they're not good when they're going through big spouts of depression and when you've got to get them heavily medicated. That's actually why I started this business in the first place, because he was being very antisocial, acting out, being quite aggressive to other pooches, other chihuahuas in particular. And yeah, so it's been a lot of years in therapy and working with the nutritionist to get on the right diet for him. And yeah, it's been a miracle, Karma, to think that he can walk again without a wheelchair. It's absolutely, you know, that was my life goal, and that's happened. So yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. You know, if you want to go through the right process, you have to become a supplier. Again, contact our Woolworths switchboard.
Yeah, I'm going to call Jason now. I'm going to give Jason a call now and just introduce myself. He's probably wondering as well who this character is, you know, that's put the products on the shelves. He probably wants to know a little bit about me first. That was my actual main issue that I didn't follow through on, Karma, is introducing myself first to Jason, because that would have gone a whole lot smoother if I said, you know, I'm Monique Sheridan. I'm here because my pooch has severe depression and I'm working through it, and I'm trying to sell dog treats. So actually, it would have been better if I had introduced myself first. That goes a long way in this day and age. If it's just a BSB account and an email address, they might not know who it is. So, all right, well, that's perfect.
With products, it's above the store manager.
Yeah.
So for products to be sold in store, again, it's above the store manager. It's not. Store manager has no. They don't bring in the product. It's definitely above the store manager. That's the reason why, as I've advised you, need to speak to the switchboard, as they will direct you through the right area.
Well, I'm going to call Jason now anyway, just to chat with him. Right, Karma. Well, you've been lovely. Thank you very much for your time.
For contacting Woolworths.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right, ta-da. Bye for now.